Across the desert sands, where the sun beats down like a golden hammer, there was a small oasis town called Al-Quwaim. It was a place of wonder, where date palms swayed in the breeze and the air was sweet with the scent of frankincense. The people of Al-Quwaim lived in harmony with the desert, respecting its power and beauty. In the heart of the town, there was a small, curious girl named Layla. She had hair as black as the night sky and eyes as bright as the stars. Layla loved to explore the desert, searching for hidden treasures and secrets. She would often venture out alone, armed with a small waterskin and a basket of dates, to see what wonders the desert had in store for her. One day, while wandering through the dunes, Layla stumbled upon a small, intricately carved box. It was made of a strange, glowing wood that seemed to pulse with an otherworldly energy. The box was adorned with symbols and patterns that Layla didn't recognize, but she felt an inexplicable connection to it. As she reached out to touch the box, a gentle breeze swept across the desert, rustling the sand and carrying the whispers of the ancient ones. Layla felt the hairs on the back of her neck stand on end, and she knew that she had uncovered something special. Without hesitation, Layla opened the box, revealing a world of wonder within. Inside, she found a small, iridescent crystal, a map etched onto a piece of parchment, and a tiny, leather-bound book. The crystal seemed to hum with an inner light, and the map appeared to shift and change as Layla gazed upon it. The book, however, was the most intriguing of all. Its pages were filled with strange, swirling patterns and cryptic messages that Layla couldn't decipher. As she delved deeper into the box's secrets, Layla began to notice that the desert around her was changing. The sand dunes seemed to be shifting and reforming, revealing hidden patterns and symbols that mirrored the ones on the map. The air was filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers, and the stars twinkled in the sky like diamonds. Suddenly, a figure emerged from the shifting sands. It was an old man, dressed in a flowing white robe, with eyes that shone like the stars. He introduced himself as Rashid, a wise and ancient desert dweller, who had been waiting for Layla. Rashid explained that the box was a gift from the Ancient Ones, a group of wise and powerful beings who had once roamed the desert. They had imbued the box with their magic, and it was said that whoever possessed it would be granted the power to communicate with the desert itself. Layla was skeptical, but Rashid showed her the truth. He took her to a hidden spring, where the water was crystal clear and the air was filled with the songs of birds. Layla closed her eyes, and as she breathed in the desert's magic, she felt a strange connection to the land. When she opened her eyes, she saw that the desert had transformed. The dunes were now covered in a blanket of vibrant, colorful flowers, and the air was filled with the sweet scent of blooming jasmine. Rashid smiled, and Layla knew that she had truly connected with the desert. Over the next few days, Layla learned the secrets of the box. Rashid taught her how to communicate with the desert, how to read the symbols and patterns that adorned its surface. Layla discovered that she had a special gift, the ability to hear the whispers of the Ancient Ones. As she explored the desert, Layla began to uncover its secrets. She discovered hidden oases, ancient ruins, and mysterious artifacts. She met creatures that she had never seen before, giant, gentle sandworms, and birds with feathers that shimmered like the stars. But Layla's journey was not without danger. A dark force, a group of ruthless treasure hunters, had been searching for the box. They were led by a ruthless leader, a man named Khalid, who would stop at nothing to claim the box's power for himself. Layla knew that she had to protect the box and the desert's secrets. With Rashid's guidance, she learned how to harness its power, and she began to use it to defend the desert against Khalid's attacks. As the battle between Layla and Khalid intensified, The desert itself began to awaken. The sand dunes rose up, forming towering walls that blocked Khalid's path. The stars shone brighter in the sky, and the flowers bloomed with an otherworldly intensity. In the end, Layla emerged victorious, and Khalid was forced to retreat. The desert, sensing her triumph, rewarded her with a final, glorious display of its power. The sand dunes parted, revealing a hidden city, filled with ancient artifacts and mysterious wonders. Layla knew that she had been given a great gift, the power to communicate with the desert, and the responsibility to protect its secrets. She returned to Al-Quwaim, where she was hailed as a hero. The people of the town celebrated her bravery, and Rashid presented her with a new name, Desert Star, a name that would be whispered in awe and reverence throughout the land. From that day on, Layla traveled the desert, using her powers to defend the land and its secrets. She became a legend in her own right, a symbol of the desert's magic and power. And whenever she looked up at the stars, she knew that she was connected to the Ancient Ones, and that the desert would always be her home. The story of Layla, the Desert Star, was passed down through generations, inspiring countless young adventurers to explore the wonders of the desert. And as they wandered through the dunes, they would whisper the words of the Ancient Ones. Across the desert sands, where the sun beats down like a golden hammer, there is a world of wonder waiting to be discovered. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.